Hi, how are we doing today? Welcome to Just on Tarot. All right, we're going to do Virgo into the month of May. What we're looking at, we might get a couple different messages. Sorry, my eyeball itches. All right, see where we're at. Please take what resonates, leave the rest. And this is going to be for sun, moon, and rising signs. All right, let's get into it. The month of May for Virgo. See what they need to know. All right. I'm popping out a lot of the Eight of Swords lately. So maybe you're stuck in your head about something, you're contemplating, you got full under that. Maybe it's in a direction that you want to go, or whether or not you're willing to take a leap of faith towards something. What do we have for Virgos for the month of May? All right. And this might be like an idea or a concept that you're thinking of. All right. What do we have for Virgos? So we have the Knight of Pentacles. Kind of slow and steady progress. Okay, we have the Two of Wands. Maybe we need to make a decision about something. You're probably going to, ow, see me move around in my chair. It's really super uncomfortable, guys. Ooh. We have the Eight of Pentacles coming out, so definitely putting some hard work into something. All right, what else do we have for Virgos? All right. We have the Ace of Pentacles, maybe something new, a new direction on where we're going, where we're headed. You have the Seven of Wands, definitely feeling a little guarded at the moment, maybe a little closed off. Maybe kind of moving in the shadows. And we have the Five of Cups. All right. Maybe having some kind of regrets. We have the Moon, the Nine of Swords, and the Ten of Wands. I feel like this is kind of like being afraid. I'm kind of being afraid, being stuck in your head about whether or not you can let something go. You know, maybe it's you've been holding on, or you've been doing too much or caring too much. And it's about, overall, is like facing the fears, kind of walking into the unknown, embracing it, but it can also be incredibly scary. And it's definitely, it definitely carries a lot of weight to it. So whatever that situation is for you, we'll kind of get into some of that. Oh, we have the King of Swords with the Ten of Swords and the Five of Pentacles. I feel like this is kind of like making up your mind, like allowing something to end, and it's definitely walking away and just kind of leaving it behind. You know, you definitely are, sorry, it's always backwards in the cameras. So you're definitely very set in stone about some kind of ending that you're walking away from, that you're letting go, and you're just kind of leaving it behind. You know, or maybe this could be somebody that, like, you've dealt with kind of leaving you in that energy. But I definitely feel like right now you are kind of just trapped in your own mind. Like if there's a direction or a path that you want to go, but you're trying to decide, is this going to be my right path? Like, am I going to start moving towards that? Like you have these ideas, these concepts that you want to talk about, you want to bring in. You got the Knight of Pentacles. It's about definitely offering something, growing something, especially when it comes to there's a lot of career going on, a lot of sorting things out. I mean, the Nine of Pentacles is like slow, steady pace. So maybe you feel like it's moving a little slower than you want, and you're trying to decide if that's like the right direction we need to move. You know, the Two of Wands is usually about you having the whole world in your hand, and what are you going to do with it? How are you going to decide? Are you going to move toward it? And I feel like with the Eight of Pentacles, it's something that you've been working on, or it's something you're working through. I love the fact that the pentacles are in the tree, because the tree is always going to grow. Okay? So the Ace of Pentacles is allowing yourself to have that new beginning and bringing whatever idea or concept you have and going with it. But I do feel like you are a little closed off or a little tight-lipped about what you're doing or what you're trying to accomplish, and maybe you're just kind of looking back at kind of decisions that you made or choices that you made and seeing what needs to change with that Five of Cups. Or you could have some kind of regret about I don't really feel regret. It's just maybe you're focused on the obstacles that you have that are in place. So I do read these a couple different ways. So I feel like if you are dealing with somebody that really has poor communication, you are definitely trying to decide on whether or not you're going through to a new path. Like, is this for me? Do I really want this type of energy? And if you are stuck in your head a lot, I feel like you're also trying to decide, like, is this for me? Is this something I want? Can I get out of this energy? Can I clean off these old opportunities? Because you can't see it, but there's like cobwebs that need to be cleaned up. And maybe that's what you're needing to do right now, is just clean up some of those past regressions. Oh, I also feel like if you are starting something new that you feel is prosperous to you, you need to make a decision on how you want to build that. With the Knight of Pentacles, the Two of Wands, and the Eight of Pentacles. And I really do love that energy. And the last one is, like, are you going to take a leap of faith, decide which direction you want to go, or are you going to continue to live in the shadows type of energy? So take that however it resonates for you, but definitely I feel like you currently are going through something, and it's unknown to you. You don't know how it's going to turn out. You don't know what's going to happen. You might be shattered, like surrounded with a little bit of fear. Definitely having maybe some anxiety about it, and whether or not, like, you can keep moving with that Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands is all about, like, carrying that burden, carrying that load. And I feel like the Spirit is trying to tell you, yeah, but stand your ground, okay? And, maybe it's something that has had some kind of ending, but you can walk away to a new beginning. And maybe there's some things that are better left in the past. You do have the Queen of Pentacles behind that. I am going to take it. You know, maybe take some time to take care of yourself. But overall, I do feel like it's really good. You just really have to allow yourself to get out of your own thought process. Or not really thought process. I feel like you're trapped. You can free yourself at any time. Like, your hands are not tied behind your back. You can turn around, you can move 2 swords, and you can be in that 6 of swords energy with victories. Like, that's your decision, your choice. But it all counts on whether or not you're going to take that leap of faith. If you are going to say what you're going to do and follow through with that Knight of Pentacles. But a lot of it is about decision making, you know. Where am I willing to put my work and effort or energy towards? You know, I definitely want to create something new, but you have to open yourself up to do that. And maybe it's about not living in regret or the past is what I'm feeling. So take that how it resonates. It's really not. I think Spirit's telling you to nurture yourself a little bit. Maybe you need to go outside, get a little grounded, you know. The unknown is not always that scary. That moon, can't talk. That moon is huge. It will light the way. You just have to allow yourself to go through that. I don't know who that's for, but I hope it resonates. All right, we're going to get a message from spirits. We have the Lost Oracle. All right. It's not super specific, but I feel like we'll get there. All right, what do we have for Virgos for the month of May? I feel like every sign is kind of going through something right now. All right, what do we have? We have Primordial Passion. Leave your mark. I love that. And I feel like that's what you're trying to create at the same time. Midnight Brew, the alchemy of you. And that's also about building you who you want to be. Oh. I don't know if you can see that. It's a really pretty card. But it's definitely putting the work or like the passion into what you're trying to create or what you're doing, and not so much being in your head about it. All right. For those of you who love the love messages, I don't really feel like this is a lot about love, as trying to create, build, you know, maybe deal with some kind of past traumas and move forward. All right, what do we have for the beautiful Virgos? Embrace. Through each other, you find the missing pieces. If you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart, not in your mind. For your heart is the gateway to your soul. I love that. And I feel like that's that full card energy. Ooh, we have healing under that. We're going to take it. I don't know why I set the deck that way, but I needed to see. Healing. Imagine yourself and your beloved surrounding by light. Feel your relationship being healed this very moment. So maybe that's what some of this is a relationship that is not going well, and you're wanting to turn that course. Oh. We're going to leave it at that. All right, for those of you who want work messages and career and finance, I mean, your career and finance doesn't look bad, but I feel like it's more about just getting out of your own way a little bit. Love. Love is the greatest success on the path to prosperity. Who can fully experience abundance without it? So, love yourself. You do have experiment on the bottom. When you find yourself feeling indecisive about which direction to go, don't be afraid to experiment with multiple options to figure out what works for you. And I feel that's kind of what you're going through right now, but love the process. If you start to love the process about learning, I feel like it kind of gets you out of your head. So, I feel like I want to do one advice card for you. I didn't do this for the other signs, but I'm going to do it for you. What's Virgo's advice right now? Ooh, the King of Wands. I feel like this is follow your passion, follow your dreams. All right, that's what I have for you, lovely Virgos. Just so you know, you got the Ten of Cups right after that. So take that how it resonates. All right, thank you guys for coming. Please like, share, subscribe if you genuinely like this video. If you don't, totally okay. But as always, please stay weird and have a great day. Thanks, guys.